Hello, third grade. Again, today we are going to be working with fractions and area models today. So as we can see here, we have our fraction strips. So this just shows up to a 6. We'll be working with an 1/8. So we have our whole, and then we know the bottom number is how many equal parts there are, and the one on top is showing that this is 1 part of 2, 1 part of 3, 1 part of 4. So let's get started with what we're going to be doing today. So here it says, use the rectangle to complete the sentence below. The rectangle has how many equal parts? It has 1, 2 equal parts, and then each part of a whole is 1, 2, a half. And we can see it down here because if I took 1 square, that just shows that it's 1 square out of how many equal parts? 2 equal parts. So we'd write it as 1/2. So let's do some examples today. So this is going to be similar to what we worked on before in math. So we're seeing here this rectangle has how many equal parts? Let's count how many equal parts we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 equal parts. And then we want to say if just 1 square, what part of that is of the whole? So it would be 1/8 because our bottom is our total number of squares, and our top is just that 1 square. So each part is 1/8. So they each would be labeled 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8. So now if we're working down here, each rectangle, or the rectangle has how many equal parts? So let's count how many equal parts we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 equal parts. And each part, so just 1 square, what part of that is of the whole? So remember, if it's just 1 square, and then it would be out of how many total parts we have, it would be 1/6, because this 6 is showing how many total parts we have, and the one on top is just showing that each square is 1/6 of the whole. So now let's look here. So now we have some that are shaded in. So each part of the rectangle is how much of the whole. So now we're just working with 1 square. So each square represents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1/8 of the whole. So we know that each square is 1/8. So that's what each square represents. It's 1 part out of 8 parts. 8 equal parts. So how much of the whole is shaded? So we have to see, remember our top number is always going to be how many are shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are shaded out of how many total? We have 8 total. So we see that it is 4/8 is shaded. So 4 are shaded out of a total of 8, but each part is only 1/8. So this is 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, and all the way down. So now when we look here, we're looking at each part of the rectangle is how much of the whole. So 1 square is how many out of the whole. So I know that 1 square is how many equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 equal parts. So each square is 1/6. Because it's 1 square out of a total of 6 equal parts. But now how many are shaded? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares shaded out of a total of how many squares? A total of 6 squares. So 4/6 is shaded. And let's do 2 more examples together. Alright, so now when we're looking at these fraction bars, we see how much of the whole is shaded. So we have to see how many are shaded. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 shaded. Because now they're not asking for the part, they're just asking for what is the amount that is shaded out of how many total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 8, so now we know that 4/8 is shaded. So out of our fraction bar, 4 are shaded out of a total of 8 equal parts. And same down here, how much of the whole is shaded? We have 1, 2 shaded parts. Out of how many total? 1, 2, 3 total equal parts. So 2 equal parts out of 3 equal parts are shaded. So remember just to take your time as we are going through our fractions, and we will continue this tomorrow. Bye, third grade.